Everybody, this is James Solomon. This is coming to you from Chaco Canyon, New Mexico, and I have these incredible ruins all around me. Sorry if I'm a little bit winded, but I wanted to come up here close to where these petroglyphs are and just shoot a video. It's kind of inspired, so I was just kind of running up here. I came back up, so if I'm a little winded, forgive me. Basically, what I want to talk about was something I call social malleability, as this amazing mesa is here on the backdrop. So I came from a small town, right? It's called Huntington, West Virginia. There's actually a movie about it with Matthew McConaughey, so I definitely recommend checking it out if you haven't seen it. We all have pride and a special fondness in our hearts for our hometown, where we come from. We have a way we kind of identify with it, like familiarity with it, okay? But in my life, it's kind of interesting. I mean, I just went 2,700 miles, drove myself from Boston to New Mexico to come back here because I was here about 10 years ago. Also been to Peru, just kind of up, decided I wanted to go to Machu Picchu, wanted to go to Easter Island and see some archaeological sites, the Moai, and things of that nature there. So, and people think this is really unusual thing, like, why would you just up and do that? You don't speak the language, know the culture, you're not, you wear a different spacesuit, I'll just call it, and that sort of thing. But what I found in my life, and I'll credit my mother to this, I think even though, we have pride from, based upon where we're from, she had the foresight to leave to help us find and seek better opportunities. Okay, and I think a lot of times we get comfortable by maybe staying in the same place, being around the same types of people with the same ideas, and we have ego investments in our own biases, and we have a tendency to want to have those things reinforced when actually what might be a little bit more uncomfortable is actually having those viewpoints challenged on a consistent basis and being around different types of people from all different walks of life, different cultures, to really challenge us in a way and have us think more introspectively about how we kind of reconcile our own thoughts. And the way it is with me now, I just can't imagine really kind of my evolution in my life, like being, where I was, many, many years ago. And that's a product, I think, again, crediting my mother, to kind of getting out of the town where we came from, moving to Tampa, and then later, myself moving to Boston and just being around people from different walks of life. And really how it's helped me in terms of like kind of social malleability is I can always find rapport with just about anybody, because really, I mean, fundamentally and ultimately, it's all just about humanity. We all have the same basic desires, dreams, and hopes just as human beings, regardless of where we come from. And the interesting thing is, people that I've made some of the most, some of the deepest connections with, I'll just say, are people when I went to South America that I didn't share the language, use a translator, don't share their culture, don't look the same, don't sound the same. And I met some of the warmest people that I'm still in contact with to this day. So I think it's just a product of being more expansive in the way that your mind works. Because if you stay kind of resigned to just having your own biases and your own preconceived notions reinforced, you kind of stagnate and your mind almost contracts, and it's not receptive to expansive thought. And when you have a tendency, when you practice, when you kind of exercise that malleability and that expansiveness of your mind, it really translates into other areas of your life, and things just start to really click if you really open your mind to these new ideas, new concepts. And you begin to challenge yourself, but it's fun. It's actually it's a desirable thing, and you grow from it. Usually you grow from pain points and things that might be a little bit uncomfortable for you. And I think there's this actually a saying. It's the cave which you and I might be paraphrasing this a little bit, but the cave which you fear to enter, holds the desires which you seek. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. So I think that'll conclude it. James Solomon signing out as the sun's going down on Chaco Canyon, New Mexico. I'm going to post some more pictures from this place. It's absolutely amazing. If you really want to kind of tap into, I don't know, just the celestial bodies and, your place in the universe, I mean, this place is absolutely incredible. Highly recommend it. Chaco Canyon, Chaco culture in New Mexico. Forgive me, I'm still a little bit winded, so tripping over my words a little bit there. So hopefully I'm not too inarticulate there. So, all right, James Solomon out. Later.